This woman's dumplings were foul-smelling and fishy, but every time someone ate them, they became 1 year younger. The secret? Her special ingredient came straight from the hospital's operating room, and the nurse was her supplier. It turned out the key ingredient was aborted fetuses. That day, the woman had just brought home a fresh batch when the wealthy wife arrived at her door. To cover the stench, the woman added lots of ginger to the filling, along with cabbage and egg. But when she placed the dumplings in front of the wife, the smell was still so awful it made her gag. In an instant, dumplings worth over $100,000 spilled all over the floor. Ironically, not even the dog would eat them, but the woman quickly picked them up and buried them in a flower pot as fertilizer. Though she felt sick, the wife picked up a spoon and started eating. After all, she wanted to be young again. To her surprise, after just a few bites, her face turned rosy. From that day on, she visited the woman every week for dumplings. After 2 weeks, many of her wrinkles had faded, but compared to girls in their 20s, she still had a long way to go. Meanwhile, her husband, a wealthy man near 50, was busy flirting with his mistress. With gray hair and fading energy, he relied on hairy eggs to stay vigorous, not knowing his wife had found something far more powerful. But her transformation was too subtle for him to notice. Even on their wedding anniversary, he tossed her a check for $100,000 and left without a word. That was when the wife made up her mind she had to return to her 20s, immediately. On the other side, tempted by $10 million, the woman came up with a better plan. She found a mother and daughter. The girl was 5 months pregnant and didn't want to keep the baby. That was exactly what the woman needed. Soon, she had the freshest ingredients she could get. While the dumplings were being prepared, the wife, curious, quietly pulled back the curtain to peek inside. What she saw turned her face pale. She fled the house in terror, but the woman wasn't worried. She knew the wife would be back. And sure enough, the desire to be young overcame her fear. The wife turned around and returned to the woman's home. Without saying a word, the woman quickly steamed a new batch of dumplings. This time, the wife didn't hesitate. She kept eating one after another. When she got home and looked in the mirror, she found her wrinkles completely gone. Her skin was smooth, like she had just turned 20. As soon as her husband saw her, he was instantly captivated. Lost in the joy of winning her husband back, she failed to realize the price of youth wasn't just money.